With everything we been through, that shoulda kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You plant the seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain,
Be more Dezzy. We back in the woods room. You already know. Now y'all seen the picture. Minicamp coming. Rookie minicamp coming. I got my goddamn jersey on. I know y'all ready. That shit start Friday. Now, we got pass rushers. We got offensive linemen. We got tight ends, fullbacks. But we all know. We all know what we coming to see. We need to see what these receivers gonna do. I can't wait to see Tylan Wallace and Rashod Bateman in them jerseys. Oh, they gonna look icy. I can't wait. I ain't got no number on mine, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Goddamn. I wish they had open the open mini camps right now, cause I show up. I'm ready right now. I'm ready to get out there and run some laps and shit. I'm ready to be out there with them. We all know this gonna be a special one. I'm mad Lamar ain't gonna be there. They'll show up like next month, but shit, they're gonna be out there running routes. I'm guessing they're gonna have Huntley and McSorley out there throwing them passes, hopefully. But it's time. Minicamp is coming. At this point right now, what I'm thinking is, are we gonna have a situation with this receiver class as we had with the tight end class when we brought in Hayden Hurst in the first round and then brought in Mark Andrews in the third? I was high on Mark Andrews that year. Now, I had liked it Mark Andrews. I liked it Dallas Goedert. I really liked it. He went to the Eagles. And we picked Hayden Hurst before Dallas Goedert went off the board. I was totally surprised by that. So, not saying that Rashod Bateman is like compared to Hayden Hurst, but if you just go off the round selection is what I'm basing. Like, could it be a thing to where as though Tylan Wallace actually turns out to be a better player for us than Rashod Bateman? Do we then turn around and trade Rashod Bateman later for a first round pick as we did Hayden Hurst? Not saying I'm hoping that happens. I'm definitely hoping Rashod Bateman turns out to be the star that everybody's saying he's going to be from the tape. Definitely shows he's of the upper echelon of the receivers that went high in the draft. Me personally, like I said, I was really high on Kadarius Toney, just in the range of where we was picking. I would have, like, if I was the cost, I ain't lying, I probably would have packaged one of them first round picks. Well, I guess with a third, fifth round, you know how he do with them fifth rounders, and try to move up and get Toney, at least move up to 20 some kind of way. I doubt you would have had to give up 2 first rounders to move up 7 spots. So, or at least the 31st. They could have moved up from the 31st one. They ain't had to even trade 27 to try to trade up and get Toney. But yeah, Rashod Bateman, I definitely believe he's gonna be a good player. But watching Tylan Wallace, both of them, I'm telling you, Tylan Wallace ain't too far behind him. He gives me that Steve Smith, Golden Tate, in the like after the catch, going up, getting the ball. He's not looking to run out of bounds. How many times I seen Marquise Brown catch a pass and just dive in the ground before a defender even try to tackle him, just because he don't even want to get hit. Last year and the year before, like, he doesn't even, like, if he don't have a clear lane or open path to the end zone, he's not trying to make nobody miss. He's definitely not trying to run through nobody. I did never see Marquise Brown try to run through somebody, but Tylan Wallace, he gonna run through somebody. His highlight tape, his very first highlight, I only watched the very first 2 plays of Tylan Wallace. He caught a screen pass, stiffed on the first dude. No, I'm sorry, he didn't stiff on the first dude. He bowled over the first dude, ran about another 20, 30 yards downfield, stiffed armed another dude, gave him the Derrick Henry stiff arm joint. Then, when he got close to the goal line, another guy tried to come over and try to bump him out. He bowled him over and still made it to the end zone. And that was like a 70-yard screen pass. Now, The Ravens run them screen passes, but they running the Marquise Brown. You get at the Tylan Wallace. Bateman the same way after the catch. They both have the same finesse after the catch. They are not trying to run out of bounds. They are trying to take it to the house every time they catch the pass. They trying to make the defender that's on the miss, and they trying to take it to the house. Now, with who everybody is sleeping on, is Devin Duvernay. I should have put him on a picture for the video. But I'm telling you, if they use Devin Duvernay right, I got a feeling like everybody said Miles Boykin and maybe he gonna be the odd one out. But I got a feeling like James Prochet gonna be the odd one out. I don't see Boykin being not utilized at all simply because he can block. I'm sorry, but the Ravens like blocking. I know it's awful hearing that about a receiver and a wide receiver will get time for blocking. But the Ravens, they value that goddamn right up with being a good human being. Like, they value blocking right next to that. So, I mean, that ain't never going to change as long as we got Lamar and the fact that he can take off at any time. And if you watch, a lot of them plays, like I said, Willie Snead never really liked him after the catch. He really kept our offense back to me. Because having him not being able to really create plays from the slot, that limits your offense. They can say what they want about the outside receivers, because you can put anybody in the slot. But if your main slot guy isn't a person that creates, if you look at all those good teams, who would they put in the slot for Kansas City? They got Mecole Hardman and they got Tyreek Hill. I mean, these are all the good offensive coordinators know. A great slot receiver opens up the rest of the offense for the other receivers. And it opens up the offense for the tight ends too. So the simple fact that we're going to have a lot of Sammy Watkins. Don't sleep on Sammy neither. Like I said, right now our receiver room is loaded. And that's a good thing. When the last time you can say the Ravens receiver room is loaded? I ain't seen that in some years. I done three receivers deep. Like, that was the best the Ravens could come up with for a minute. I'm telling you. So with Anquan Bolden and Torrey Smith, I can't even name you the other 3-4 receivers that was on the team. I don't know. I can't remember. I won't even try to guess it. But the only thing I'm saying is they definitely put to get that draft and bringing in Sammy with the guys we already had. Like I said, we just got to let some of them guys develop. And let me tell you something now. All of this means nothing if Greg Roman cannot put together a solid passing game. I repeat, all of this drafting Bateman, they could have got Odell Beckham, Julio Jones. If Greg Roman is not going to draw up great, these plays are so elementary. If he can't come up with a good passing scheme for these guys, I don't know how long you let him go. What do you call a disappointing start for Bateman or Tylan Wallace? Right now, the Ravens have created a cloud over their own head because they knew they had receiving issues. And the simple fact that they brought in receivers that they're saying is going to solve those issues, and people are actually expecting these receivers to actually solve them. If they don't, it ain't going to be the receivers. It's not going to be the receivers. They're going to look at Harbaugh. It's going to be looking at Greg Roman. It's going to really start getting iffy in there. Definitely not going to look at Lamar, because we already know Lamar going to ball out. As Shannon said, he threw 36 touchdowns with only tight ends. So with this receiving core we got now, I'm looking for Lamar to at least throw 40, 45. 45, at least 45. If he can't get 45 touchdowns with these guys, you still got Mark Andrews. You ain't losing Mark Andrews. The only person he really lost was Hayden Hurst. That's it. So, at the end of the day, if they can just come up with some plays, and like I say, those boys are going to get open. They just got to get the ball to them. And it was times where I seen last year where when Dez Bryant was on the field, Lamar didn't throw him the ball. I seen Dez Brown open a couple times. Lamar didn't throw it to him. I got to be real. I can't just sit and say, oh no, Lamar was on point every time he dropped back. And I can't just say Lamar was on point every time he dropped back in the pocket. I can't say that. It was times he missed open receivers. It was times he made decisions that shit was more than questionable. Shit, take it no less than a playoff game. You ain't got to take it no far past that. That pick six at the end. But he felt as though that pick six at the end, he felt as though he had to force it in there to Mark Andrews. That's what he felt. Now, if you got Rashod Bateman, now you got Tylan Wallace, you still gonna have, you got Sammy Watkins. I don't think you're gonna feel that force no more. You got options. Even and that's the thing I love about it, what the Ravens did. They took the issue out of, oh, what if Watkins get hurt? Y'all only signed Watkins. That's okay. We drafted 2 receivers. So now they can really keep Watkins fresh. I got a feeling they about to go with a receiver by committee type of starting receiver starting the game. Might not be the same starting set ending the game. Might not even be the same receivers in the fourth quarter. That's how I got a feeling the Ravens about to play this exactly like. And it's crazy with nobody saying nothing, but they didn't add no running backs. Gus Edwards, J.K. Diamonds, Justice Hill. So they just going straight. You already know what Gus doing. He ain't going left and right. He going straight up the gut. You know what J.K. doing. I just wish J.K. was better at catching. See, that's one thing about Ray Rice. Ray Rice coming out that backfield, he was going to catch the pass. Now, J.K. Diamonds, he need to get better hands. Now, for him to be the number 1 back and wear that number, he need to at least catch the ball coming out the backfield. He dropped a lot of passes coming out the backfield last year. Lamar going to have to depend on him. Those little dink and dunks, those things. Hey, 4th and 29. 4th and 29. Every Baltimore Ravens fan remember that play. Every Baltimore Ravens fans remember 4th and 29. It's the only thing I'm going to say. But, minicamp. You see, I got my jersey on. I'm ready. Camp about to be turned up. We got 2 new receivers. You feel me? Lamar about to ball out. He about to really show off. I can't wait to see this season. But like I say, stay tuned. You already know I got more episodes coming to y'all. Be more Dezzy. We out.
With everything we been through, that shoulda kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You planted seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain